Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, plus people's reactions to those deaths from social media, as seen at Legacy.com in the third week of June 2022. Football player Tony Siragusa died June 22, 2022, in his sleep at the age of 55. He was a defensive tackle for the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. He helped the Ravens to victory at Super Bowl 35, their first championship. Siragusa is also being remembered as an NFL sideline reporter after his retirement from playing, and he had a role in Season 5 of The Sopranos. Musician Brett Tuggle died June 19, 2022, of throat cancer at the age of 70. He played keyboards for David Lee Roth's band and co-wrote Roth's hit Just Like Paradise. Tuggle is also being remembered for playing with Fleetwood Mac, Rick Springfield, Jimmy Page, and others. Comic book artist Tim Sale died June 16, 2022, at the age of 66. His best-selling comics miniseries, Batman: The Long Halloween, was one of the major influences on Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. Sale is also being remembered for books including Superman for All Seasons and Spider-Man Blue. Actor Jean-Louis Trintignant died June 17, 2022, at his home in France at the age of 91. He starred in French films including A Man and a Woman and My Night at Maud's. Trintignant is being remembered as one of the great French actors and as a riveting on-screen presence. TV commentator Mark Shields died June 18, 2022, at his home in Chevy Chase, Maryland. He died of complications from kidney failure at the age of 85. He was a longtime contributor to PBS NewsHour, known for his insight and humor. He is also being remembered as a panelist on Inside Washington and Capitol Gang. Shields was a Lance Corporal in the U.S. Marine Corps. Actress Maureen Arthur died June 15, 2022, at her home in Beverly Hills, California. She died of natural causes at the age of 88. She was best known for starring as Hetty LaRue in How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, both on stage and in the movie adaptation. Arthur is also being remembered for TV appearances and for movies including The Love God and How to Commit Marriage. Basketball player Caleb Swanigan died June 20, 2022, of natural causes at the age of 25. He was a first-round draft pick for the Portland Trail Blazers in 2017. Swanigan is also being remembered as a standout power forward for Purdue University. Basketball player Lennie Rosenbluth died June 18, 2022, at the age of 89. He was an All-American forward for the University of North Carolina, who led the Tar Heels to their first NCAA basketball championship in 1957. Rosenbluth is also being remembered for his professional career with the Philadelphia Warriors and as a teacher and coach. Clela Rorex died June 19, 2022, at a hospice center in Longmont, Colorado. She died of complications from an infection at the age of 78. She issued the first same-sex marriage license in the U.S. when she was working as county clerk of Boulder County, Colorado in 1975. Rorex is being remembered for taking a landmark step toward marriage equality long before it was federally legalized. Football player Jaylon Ferguson died June 21, 2022, in Baltimore at the age of 26. He was an outside linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, preparing to play for his 4th season with the team. Ferguson is being remembered for setting an NCAA record for career sacks while he was playing college football at Louisiana Tech. Actor Tyler Sanders died June 16, 2022, at his home in Los Angeles at the age of 18. He was known for starring in Just Add Magic: Mystery City, as well as for his appearance on a recent episode of 911 Lone Star. Sanders is also being remembered for appearances on TV shows including Fear the Walking Dead and The Rookie. Writer and actor James Rado died June 21, 2022, at a hospital in Manhattan. He died of cardiorespiratory arrest at the age of 90. He co-wrote the book and lyrics for the groundbreaking Hair, the first Broadway musical to feature rock music. He is also being remembered as an actor who originated the role of Claude in the musical when it premiered on Broadway. Rado was a U.S. Navy veteran who served for 2 years in the 1950s. NASCAR legend Bruton Smith died June 22, 2022, of natural causes at the age of 95. He was the founder of Speedway Motorsports and owned NASCAR tracks including the Charlotte Motor Speedway and Bristol Motor Speedway. He is being remembered as a visionary who helped build NASCAR into a national phenomenon. Smith was a U.S. Army veteran who served as a paratrooper during the Korean War. You may not know that any family can place an obituary on Legacy in honor of a loved one's memory. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in Tennessee have been lowered to honor the memory of Lieutenant General Thurman D. Rogers, U.S. Army retired. Flags in Iowa have been lowered to honor the memory of Fremont County Sheriff's Deputy Austin Melvin Richardson. Flags in Iowa have also been lowered to honor the memory of U.S. Army Corporal Kenneth Ford, who was reported missing in action in the Korean War. His remains were recently identified and returned home for burial. Flags in Illinois have been lowered in honor of Juneteenth National Freedom Day. Flags in Nevada have been lowered to honor the memory of Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Detective Justin Terry. Flags in the Navajo Nation have been lowered to honor the memory of Edward T. Begay, former Vice Chairman of the Navajo Nation and Speaker of the Navajo Nation Council. Flags in Pennsylvania have been lowered to honor the memory of Philadelphia Fire Department Lieutenant Sean Williamson, who died in the line of duty. This week also marks several notable anniversaries. 20 years ago this week, Epi Lederer, better known as advice columnist Ann Landers, died of multiple myeloma at the age of 83. 35 years ago this week, dancer, actor, and singer Fred Astaire died of pneumonia at the age of 88. 35 years ago this week, actor and comedian Jackie Gleason died of colon cancer at the age of 71. Film critic Roger Ebert was born 80 years ago this week. He died in 2013 of thyroid cancer at the age of 70. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths and reactions.